And hello, I'm Chris Gutierrez, and welcome to this edition of 5 Talk Street. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and in this year alone, 19,000 new cases will be diagnosed in Texas alone. Our friends from the American Cancer Society are here to tell us how we can all help them. Joy Donovan Brandon is the communications director for the American Cancer Society, and Kat Rodgers is a volunteer and breast cancer survivor and also a team leader of the upcoming walk. Joy, we want to start with you. Tell us about the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer 5K walk. Here we are again, another year.
Ninth year.
Yeah.
Ninth year. It's going to be at Clyde Warren Park this year. We're very excited about that. It's going to be a beautiful day. I know.
Fingers crossed.
I know the
Temperatures are going down.
meteorologists at NBC5 will order us a perfect day.
There you go.
But it's an untimed walk, so people run and take their own time. And then we also have people who just bring their girlfriends out and take a nice Saturday morning stroll.
I love
bring
it.
the children. It's a family event.
And so in the last 8 years, $2 million has been raised through this walk. Where does that money go?
The American Cancer Society does do a lot of work with breast cancer survivors.
Sure.
We work with education and early detection to make sure people know when to get screened, where to go to get screened. But what we're probably known for is research. We have 47 Nobel Prize winners that we have funded somewhere in their career, and it's a track record unmatched by anyone.
Kat Rodgers, we introduced you at the top of this segment. You are a cancer survivor.
Yes, I am.
You were diagnosed back in 2008. Tell me how were you diagnosed and what was your initial reaction?
Well, I was getting ready to do a triathlon. You know, they talk about health, and I happened to turn sideways in the mirror and find a little tiny thing that didn't seem to belong. And I've always gotten my mammograms, always been faithful about that, and luckily I had good doctors. And I had to show them where it was on a sonogram, so it's not always just obvious. And once I identified it, I was very fortunate to have a group of doctors who moved very quickly because I had stage 3 endoductal carcinoma and inflammatory breast cancer. So we had to move quickly. I wasn't able to have surgery like most, chemo, radiation. And I was one of those fortunate people that my doctor wrote out a plan for 18 months and there I was back.
But from what I'm told, you had a 10% chance of survival.
Absolutely, 10% chance of survival. I had 3 chemos. The third chemo, my doctor, if I can say her name, Joanne Blum, she went to the head of Baylor to give it to me because it was a type of chemo they give to stage 4 lung cancer people, and it worked. And they're studying my DNA now to determine if it can help others.
Wow, when we talk about a walk like this and bringing so many women together,
Yes.
what does that mean to have that community around you? Other women who are going down the path that you've already been through, some maybe, are just starting that path. When you bring all these people together, what does it mean?
You know, it's a sisterhood you didn't ask for, but you can support each other. You can be there for information. That's one of the best things about American Cancer Society. The first thing my doctor gave me when I was diagnosed was a stack of pamphlets that told me where I was. It gave me all the good information instead of going out and finding others. But the race itself supports lots of teams get together. Haynes and Boone, where I work, we have a large team. Last year we raised over $30,000.
Wow.
We have bake sales and burrito sales, and my firm has always supported staff with breast cancer, family with breast cancer. We've all been affected.
Sure.
So it's just terrific. I just enjoy the race so much.
Joy, when you hear a company like Kat's that comes together and they raise so much money, it's got to just bring so much joy to you.
It does. And Kat is one of our success stories.
Yeah.
This year she's a 2019 Portrait of Hope Ambassador for the American Cancer Society because her story is so inspirational. She took her doctor's advice, and look, here she is today, working, participating in our 5K walk. She's just a beacon of hope to lots of cancer survivors.
Joy, what would you tell to women who are watching this morning? Because early detection and screenings are so vital, it's so important. what would you encourage them to do?
Well, the American Cancer Society suggests that women get their first mammogram at age 45, but that's not a one-size-fits-all.
Right.
You need to have an ongoing conversation with your physician, know your body, and go to cancer.org and look at what the warning signs are of breast cancer.
Kat, there may be someone watching this morning who just got that diagnosis, who may be afraid, I'm sure like you were at some point. What would you say to encourage them this morning?
I would tell them to be their own best advocate. Get good information, call the American Cancer Society, get someone to explain to them what's going on, and hopefully someone from the recovery program will reach out to them and be a mentor. I was a mentor for a lot of patients who were diagnosed, had surgery right away, and it's great to be able to tell them, look, it's hard, it's the most difficult thing I think I've ever been through, but you can get your life back. Your new normal could be better, mine is.
And you're not alone,
No,
right?
you're
Isn't
not
that
alone.
the key?
No one ever walks
No one
alone
is ever
if they
alone.
walk with the American Cancer
So
Society.
let's lace up those tennis shoes and let's get out there and
Absolutely.
raise some money. For more information and to register for the walk, visit makingstrideswalk.org/NTX. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more of 5 Talk Street.